What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to go over a swing trade that I opened today that I'm up about 20% on, but I see a lot of potential for it in the next few weeks. I found this trade doing some technicals using the moving averages, so if you guys want to see the strategy that I'm using to find these swing trades, then make sure to stay tuned for the rest of the video. I think it'll really help out some of you guys that are trying to find swing trades, that are working 9-to-5 jobs, that can't really monitor these trades every single minute. I like this strategy a lot, and hopefully this video will help you see how I'm finding these positions. So we'll go ahead and go over the technicals, how I found this position. I'll show you the contract that I got into, some of the price targets that I have for this into the next few weeks, and overall how I plan to manage this position. So as always, guys, if you enjoy this video after watching it, make sure to press that like button for me. It'll really help out the video, and it'll really help the channel grow. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay tuned for some future videos, and press the bell notification so you know every single time that I post on the channel. So guys, the stock that I have this swing trade on is Twitter. Now Twitter had a great day today, about 4.5%, and we caught almost the entire move on this swing trade. I got in this swing trade pretty early in the day because it crossed the 20-day moving average, one of the technicals that I was watching that I was calling out in the Discord chat. So once we cleared that 20-day moving average, I felt like I was comfortable to go ahead and take this position using risk management, putting about $1,000 into this position, something that I'm willing to lose, something that sort of aligns with my risk management strategy. So let's go ahead and jump right into this, get into the charts, share with you the price targets that I have, share with you why I got into this. Hopefully after watching today's video, you guys will learn a little bit more about the strategy that I'm using, and maybe it's something that you can implement into your own trading. All right, guys, so here is Twitter's daily chart. Now, the first thing that I want to point out is the gap up that we had back around February 9th. So we had a gap up here after earnings. What Twitter did was it pulled back, closed that gap, and has now found support off of it. I really like this formation, and I really like this gap up and the support that we're seeing. So right here, around 60, let's call it $60 a share even, this is where this gap up occurred. Now this is the gap up that I'm talking about right here on the 9th of February. We had that gap up on earnings, and what Twitter did was it had a really nice move up to about $80 a share, and due to some of the tech weakness, we have pulled back to where that gap occurred. Now where you can see that support is right here on, this is the 25th and 26th of March. So right here on these two candles, you guys will see that we sort of tested that $60, bounced right off of it, and have moved forward since then. So about a week of bullish movement off that gap support. That's the first thing that I really like, finding that support at 60, bouncing off that previous gap up, and moving higher off of it. Now the next thing that I'm looking at is the support at the 50-day moving average. As we moved higher, Twitter has sort of hugged that 50-day moving average and has been finding support on that support line. So that was another thing that I really liked. I wanted to see, can Twitter continue to ride this 50-day, cross the 20-day moving average, and start to be really bullish here in the next few weeks. So we have that 50-day hold as we're moving off of this gap support right here around $60 a share. So I really like that. The next thing is this nice bull flag that we've formed. So if I take a trend line from the top, sort of touch these previous highs and bring it down here to the $60 support right around here, you guys can see we've somewhat formed a bull flag here on the daily chart. Over the last few days, we have broke out of that bull flag, and we have moved really nicely here in the last few days. So yesterday it looked a little bit bad. You can see we had that wick all the way down, but found really strong support and closed back green towards the high of the day. That definitely proves that there are a lot of buyers there, sort of stacking up above 60, trying to push this stock higher. Once I saw that, I knew that Twitter was something I wanted to watch into today. I took it after we crossed the 20-day moving average. So I'll go ahead and pull this onto a shorter time frame, and you can see when I got into this because where we broke that 20-day moving average. So guys, here's the Discord chat where I sort of talked about the 20-day moving average. I have the exact dollar amount, and that's why I got into this. So here at 9:14 a.m. this morning, so pre-market, getting the group ready for some of the swing trades that I'm watching, this is what I said. So eyeing a potential swing trade on Twitter, saying how I like the gap fill support around 60, sort of what we talked about already. Really strong bounce. We're holding that 50-day, and I want to see if we can crack above the 20-day moving average, which was around 65.34 before the market opened today. If it goes ahead and breaks that, I would look for some potentially May or June contracts, depending on how long I want to hold this and how much time I want on this contracts. The targets were $70 and $75 a share, and I'll show you exactly why. So At 9:14 pre-market, we called this out, and at 9:35 is when I got into this position. We broke that 20-day moving average, and about 5 minutes after market opened, I got into that position. So I have a 4 May 21st $75 calls. My plan is to sell 2 of them at 70 and then sort of hold the rest until 75, where these contracts will hopefully get into the money. Now, of course, this may not work out. This may turn back and I could lose on this, but I put about $800 into this position. So it's something that I'm willing to lose, something that I'm willing to risk here on Twitter. Down here, you can see, right, this small little chart here. Right when we broke that 20-day, it might be small if you guys are on the iPhone, but right there, we broke the 20-day, and that's when I got into it. So that was my call out here in the Discord chat. This is sort of how I plan out my trades with the group. So if you want to stay tuned, if you want to join the chat and see some of these trade ideas, it'll be the first link down in the description below. So anyway, back to the charts, back to the technicals. So we got a really strong move today past that 20-day, and I'm really liking this breakout that I'm seeing right now. Now, the reason why 70 is my first price target is because I definitely think we're going to find some resistance around this $70, sort of that even psychological level around 70. We also have previous resistance here around 70. So this is going to be a level that I'm watching. If we move into that 70, I'm definitely going to want to take some profits because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to break this previous resistance. Now, if we do and Twitter gets really bullish, my next target is up here around 75. We have these previous highs right here that you guys can see right over here back in February. And I think that that resistance is going to hold again if we move up into that $75. So that'll be my second price target, starting to take some more profits off there. I'll probably let one ride to see if we can really move higher at that point up to $80 a share. So you can sort of see I have a plan totally built out here for the Twitter swing trade. $70, take some profits, $75, taking a little bit more profits, looking to see if we can get a move higher. And if we break below the 50-day at this point, that'll be my sign to go ahead and get out of this position for a loss, because I really think that if we break back below that 50-day, this whole setup sort of gets invalidated. So those are my stops below the 50-day, and here are my price targets on this swing trade. The last thing that I'm sort of eyeing here is down below on the MACD. You can see the MACD is starting to become a little bit more bullish. That blue line is looking like it wants to cross over and start to get into some positive territory here. So I'm watching this MACD. I like the momentum that it's showing right now, and I'm looking to see if we can become positive on this indicator and start to get that bullish momentum up higher, which I think ultimately will help Twitter out, try to move up to these price targets. So here is Twitter's intraday charts. This is the 5-minute chart of today's price action. And what you can see is we got in around 935. So on this second green candle, when we crossed that 20-day, around 90 or 65.50, I think it was around, that's when we got into it, around 65. So really nice entry there. It looks like we had a really strong move off of it. And all day, which I really like here, is we held this support all day. So we sort of consolidated sideways on the 66. So next, I'm pulling up the 5-day, 5-minute for you guys to show you how this traded intraday today, which I really liked and sort of gave me more confidence of holding this position. So you can see we had a really strong move higher in the morning, got in around 935. So on the second 5-minute candle, after we broke that 20-day moving average on the daily chart. And what I really liked was that we held around the $66.80, $67 level almost all day. Now, if I had short expirations, this sideways movement would probably be decreasing the option premiums because of the theta decay. But with May contracts, I didn't see much downfall of these contracts. I'll go ahead and pull up the P&L of the position right now on the screen for you to see. I'm up a little bit over 20%, and it stayed consistent throughout the day. I like the support hold at $66.80, $67 all day today. And so we're going to see what happens moving forward. I want to see another continuation move tomorrow. If it doesn't, obviously I'm not going to freak out because this is a longer term contract and I want to give this time to work out. But right now, looking bullish. Let's go ahead and see what happens into next week. And I'll make sure to keep you updated here on the YouTube channel. So guys, as always, I post all of these trade ideas in my Discord chat. I post some of them in my Options Insider newsletter, and I try to do recaps on my Instagram as well. So if you want to stay tuned, if you want to stick around to some of these trades, if you want to get them real time, check out the Discord chat. If you want to see it in a newsletter and get some more information every single day, a market recap, trade ideas, unusual options activity, check out the Options Insider newsletter. And if you want to stay tuned on Instagram, where I also post some of these trade ideas, check out the Instagram, the Options Insider Instagram. That link will be down below as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys enjoy seeing how I'm finding these swing trades using the 20, the 50, and 100-day moving average, looking to see if we can sort of have confluence with either the moving averages and support and resistance lines. So what you guys can see in this video, we had confluence with the 50-day moving average and that gap support around $60 a share. And once we saw that support and once we started to move out and break out of that bull flag, I knew this was a potential swing opportunity. So I got in with risk management, with a plan, and we will see what happens. I'll keep you updated on the YouTube channel so you guys can see how this trade works out. Congratulations to anyone that got in this swing trade in the Discord chat. I know a lot of you guys did, and I was getting a lot of messages about it. So of course, congratulations. Happy to see you guys taking this trade and making some money off of it. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, press that like button, subscribe to the channel for some future option trading videos, press that bell notification so you're alerted every single time that I post on the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Stay profitable, take profits when you have them, don't get greedy, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.